6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set up, 30 base.
Hey, I can reach tracks. Let's go. Check it back.
Roll out.
Check three.
Let's go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Good job, D.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, that one complete to D.D. Westbrook. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready.
57. Hey.
Hey, exit.
57's the mark.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Five.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
You're good. Try forward. Ready.
Now Breeze. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot.
There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, now, New Orleans. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some room to maneuver. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
On the ready.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Month 56. Month 56.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Breeze now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Clock now to throw. Again has it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. This is caught by Ginn. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Delta. 5.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He gets it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Locke now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Thomas has got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Saints.
Locke now, a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that, 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check 31, check 31.
Get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
On the set.
57, Mike 57.
Score.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Go.
On the run, it's Fournette. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Slam.
Alpha.
56 to Mike.
Now.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Let's go. Check.
On second down, Kamara. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Set. 90, Wolf. You better break. 2.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
It's a gain of 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And the Saints first down.
Come on, set.
Lonnie. 15 now. Hey, Haywood. 50 like 50.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Locke. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Watch the curve. 44, Mike, 44.
Kamara trying again, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Pick me up.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Kamara trying the right side. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside, and 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On the ground, Kamara, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Set, 8, read.
Check back, check back.
Back, back, back.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check.
They go back to Murray on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check curls, check curls.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
First down, New Orleans.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Murray. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his lock on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Lock to throw on second down. Looking for Shepard deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 15 now. Minshew. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it. And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Lock. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Lock now. Pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Here's Lock to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They look to throw. It's Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, zoom. Ready?
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.